Welcome back to my channel, Kitten Up Kitten. My name is Sam and today I am doing my most favourite thing of all. I am kitting up! Yay! So why don't you grab yourself a drink, work on your whip, maybe you're kitting up alongside me. I wouldn't kit up alongside someone kitting up because I'd get confused because it doesn't take much. But, you know, maybe you're just listening while you're working on your whip. Hopefully that is the case. Enjoy. Just a quick note from editing me before we get started. Just a quick word while you're here. You can help my channel immensely by clicking like, subscribe, hit the notification bell and just share it with other people. There are links in the description box for things like Diamond Art Club because I'm an affiliate, Facebook group if you want to do DIY DP. There is a link for my Etsy shop if you would like trays, 3D printed pens. I also do diamond painting trackers now that you can purchase, and cross stitch paper that is designed for you to convert your own cross stitch to a diamond painting. All of these things help me, but the biggest help is just to like and subscribe and comment on the videos. It's as simple as that. Thank you for that. We'll get back to the video. Okay, so now you're back. I am ready to go. What am I kitting up today? I am kitting up Resting Before the Journey. This is a kit that I have literally received this morning. I have never in my life, or in my diamond painting life, I have never kitted up a diamond painting the day it's arrived. I don't think. If I'm wrong, I apologise, but I don't think I have. And I certainly have never kitted up a diamond painting that will be the next one I work on. But in this instance, I am. I got two kits from Diamond Art Club, and this is one that I want to put up at Christmas. So I want to get it done ASAP. This is Resting Before Your Journey by John Stewart, or JS Studios as it was on the box. It is a 74.9 by 60 centimetre square drill canvas, so that's 29.5 inches by 23.6 inches. It has 81 colours, 3 of which are AB and 4 are fairy dust drills, so very much looking forward to this. 81 colours is quite a lot. So I am going to be kitting up in this storage case. Now I think, has this got 2 layers? Yeah, 2 layers. So it is 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 6. So a 120 bottle storage case. You know that I love my storage cases. Because it is quite big, I'm going to be kitting up slightly different to what I normally do, but it will make sense as I'm going. Hopefully. All right, hopefully. Because we've got 81 colours, it does mean that I'm going to go into 2 layers, and I'll explain that as we're going, but I'm really looking forward to doing this. So let's put that away. What do I need to kit up? I need obviously the labels, pair of scissors, dryer sheet, because obviously that's going to tackle any drills that are static. I also have a small tray just in case. But the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take these sections out. Please excuse the fact that I haven't cleaned these, which is very unusual for me, but you know, I'll scrape them off. I bet it was one of those ones where I went, yeah, I'll do that later. Never did. So yes, I have got two. I'm going to put that to one side, just get those drills out of there. So yes, I'm going to do it slightly differently. So I am going to, I'm just trying to think of the best way to do this. I am going to, let's label them up first, okay? So I'm going to label up all 81 pots. So this is the way I do it. I normally start in this bottom right hand corner and work my way up. So I am going to do that, but there's going to be some pot shifting going on because having a 120 bottle case should mean that I have more than enough space to fit all of the drills in this storage. I'm not saying definitely, but hopefully, because I like to get them all in. And when I'm working, I will probably take one of these out and leave the other one in the box and have the box open. It'll work. But what I do, lots of people will do this and get all the colours kitted up, and then they will use the spare labels to kit up any extras in the rest of the bottles. I prefer, unless it's massive amounts, I prefer to just fill up the extra bottles and put it next to the one that I'm doing. So let's say I had got 3 bags of 317. I would have one pot labelled for 317. I would put all of the rest of the drills in the following pots with no label on, because I know anything to the right is going to be that colour. It's just the way that I've always done it. Now there may be an exception. So if I had 26 bags of 310, I probably wouldn't fill all the pots up because nobody's got time for that. But I may then put a label on and put them at the end so that there are no spaces. But in this instance, yeah, I'm going to go through as I normally would, and I'm going to then move the pots into the order with the spares next to them. You'll see. Anyway, I hope that you're all well. It is Thursday, and currently, because I am business building, I do not have any physical jobs on a Thursday, so it's very much an admin day, and it has also become a diamond painting day because I'm at home all day. I haven't got to go anywhere. I do have my friend coming to have her nails done later, but this morning, because these 2 canvases turned up, I have filmed both unboxings, and obviously thought, right, I'm going to kit this one up now, and because I've got this one now, I will then feel pressured to get working on Empower to get it finished. Normally I get you guys to choose my next canvas, but because I don't have any Christmassy canvases to put up in my room, I do in the lounge. So our lounge, I have Polar Express, which is in a frame that goes up every Christmas above the fire. I also have, I can't even remember what it was called now, Into the Forest or Forest Snowman, that was it. When I very first started, it's one of the first Diamond Art Club paintings that I got. That is also in a frame. That also goes up at Christmas. But in the family room, I've got the tapestry rod set up, so I can swap diamond paintings out very, very easily. But I don't have any Christmas themed ones to do. So I saw one other one, and it was pre-order, so I ordered that and then added this one on top, so that I've got 2. They're very different, but both beautiful. And I unboxed this one, and it was like, this needs to be the one that I do. I fell in love with it because it reminds me of the old Coca-Cola advert Santa. My eldest is a massive Christmas fan. He loves Christmas, and I sort of got it with him in mind, because he was the one that said, Mum, you haven't got a Christmas painting to put up in here. What did we have up on the wall? I know we had, oh, I've had a Chuck Pinson up there. I've only done one Chuck Pinson, so I've got that one up there, but it isn't very Christmassy, is it? And I struggled. I was looking through my done canvases, and the only one that I could put up which would be even vaguely attached to Christmas was Wonka. So it was like, no, that ain't gonna work. So when the opportunity came up, I had a nice big amount of points to use. I thought, let's go out and get some themed ones. Do not be surprised if this year you will see me getting canvases for themes, which I don't normally do. As in themes, so I mean like Christmas, Halloween, because I now have the space to put up multiple diamond paintings. And I am going to try on this one. I am going to put washi tape round the edge because I tried not having it with Empower, and literally within a couple of days, just little tiny bits of fluff and hair in that excess around the outside. And it is a tiny amount of excess, but it still attracts the dirt, and I don't want that because when I finish Empower, I'm going to have a go at removing the legends with acetone. Fingers crossed it works okay. I may try it first on a smaller, less important canvas, because Empower's an important one. You know, we buy canvases for lots of different reasons, but I can't physically put them all up at the same time. So I do tend to buy things for reasons. So Empower is the one that I bought when my dad passed. Because it summed up how I felt about him. Yeah, let's not go down that road. 3 years on, and I'm still not great. Anyway, that's what it was with the Christmas, so I want the Christmas ones. I am going to keep hold of these spare labels because if I do need them, I've got a good row there, look, I've got a good amount, so I'm going to keep them for that. So now we've got those in, I'm going to start by getting the drills out, and I may take some of the bottles out so that we can start, so that we can figure out what we're doing. Okay, I'm going to keep that bag because I'm going to put all of my rubbish in there. Okay, Samantha, how are you going to do this? I am going to take out all of these bottles to start with, because that then gives me some space. So it may be that for a change I actually have bottles on the table and not in the case, but I'm just giving myself some room to put extras in. And this is where bottle storage comes into its own, isn't it? Because you've got the opportunity then to move stuff around and make it work for you, and that's what I want. So it may go horribly wrong. This may not go the way that I want it to go, but we shall see. So I'm going to put those over there, and I'm going to get my drills and we'll work it out as I go. She said, have you got a drink? Get yourself a drink. You don't know how long we might need. So 814 is right here. So what would be ideal would be if most of these, this is not going to work, Samantha. Let's get, I'm going to prop my bag up there. I'm going to prop it at the side of me so it's out the way. So yes, this could all go horribly wrong. You don't know till you try, right? So for the time being, I'm just going to do that. How we do it? Yeah, we've got a bit of static. So this trick I have seen from numerous people now. It is a fabulous way of getting rid of static. So just empty your drills onto a dryer sheet. I have cut mine down so that I have just the one fold, and literally give them a bit of a pat. Static is gone. Doesn't stop me spilling them though. So 814 already. We have got a spare bag. So I am going to put this one picking all the drills up. Yes, I did lick my finger. No, it is not disgusting. Do you know why it's not disgusting? Because nobody else but me is going to be touching these. I'm not sharing it with someone. So if you need to lick your finger to pick your drills up, you go ahead. You go ahead. It's fine. So I am going to take more of these out. I'm going to put them this side because they're spare pots. And I might have to rejig them about depending on what I've got where. But we're going to pop that one in there and keep that one next to it. First colour done. Now it might be, I might be doing this. So arse about tit. But do you know what? I love kitting up, so it's not going to matter. I do have a cup of coffee, so I hope that you've got a drink. 938 obviously is probably going to be also a double bag because they're quite full. Isn't it weird though? No static. Do you know what I mean? Why do some have it and some don't? I have to say, I mean, you do notice the quality when you're doing like Diamond Art Club. You know, you notice the quality difference. So I will take that. I will take that static because I know the quality of the drills is amazing. So 930. It is what it is, and actually with this trick, it's nowhere near as bad as it used to be. Well, we're not far off. There's a little bit of static on that one, so let's get them in. And it will be a case of I will get all of these done and I will then have to shufty drills around because they won't fit. So that one can go in, no, it goes before, so 42. Little bit of a pat, you don't really need a tray to be honest. Like that. So yeah, I just thought I'd get this video done. So I've got about 3 videos to edit and upload. I'd already got one uploading which is going to be going up later in the month. So it's been quite a productive morning. I haven't got as much done as I wanted to do, but I never do. And then what will happen, I will have time once I've got these videos done to then sit and diamond paint for a bit. What more could you want, really? So like, look, nearly all going in, but we do have some rather full bags here. What I will do is I will probably just do 1 pot of extras to start with, because some of these I've got multiple bags, but until I get some of the others in, I'm not going to know how much room I've got. Does that make sense? But I'm hoping with the gaps between the two, I can make this work. I will make this work. You, of course, can kit up any way you bloody like. It doesn't matter. As long as you know what's where and what colour you need and you're using the right one, doesn't matter. Do it your way. This is just how I'm doing it in this instance. Okay, so this one looks like a single bag. So we'll do 518, which is this one, which is nice. In the background you will be able to hear the diesel heater. I mean, I'll probably, look, almost but not quite. Almost but not quite. So that was one I didn't expect to have to do an extra bottle for. I honestly thought that that one bag was going to go in all of them. Who knew? So yeah, I'm just kitting up on top of my piece of dryer sheet. 518, and I'm just going to work this way, and it'll, you know, it'll work itself out. If I have to then move them all about later, it's fine. It's not a big deal. 3750. So we are definitely going to need 1 more bag. So I'm going to put the extra 2 bags aside until we figure out how many bottles we've got left. I mean, I'm hoping that they're all going to go. I think they might, you know. I'm hoping they're all going to go in. I think they will. I think it's just a case of getting them in and then looking at what space I've got left. Or do I? Or do I just fill those up? Do I just fill those up? So let's do 49. Let's do it. Let's just get bottles. Bottles and bottles and bottles, and I'll group them together and then I'll work from that. Famous last words, right? So once I've got filming done today, yeah, I'm just going to sit and I'm going to work on Empower for a bit, and then clear the table for 4 o'clock. In actual fact, I may not even do that because I have just moved around in here again. So I could actually, I need to move stuff around. So I've got all of my boxes, etc. In the cupboard under my dresser. It takes up an awful lot of room, and actually I would rather keep my sleeping bag and blanket and everything out of the way in there. So I might do that, you know, and then that will get me off the desk, because that's the problem when you're sitting down all the time, you get a bit stiff. So I might do that and just get a bit more tidying up done. Right, so we've got 4 bottles for that, but that colour is all in. We're going to have the same with this one, 3765, which is there. So let's get a couple more bottles for that. How many did I need in total? 4. Yes, 4. Okay, let's do that. So yeah, I might do that and just get tidied up in here properly. What else have I got to do? Well, I've got some work tomorrow, so we've got 2 jobs to do tomorrow at the minute. I did a quote yesterday, so we may have another job, but I'm waiting to hear back. Oh, we might not, you know, if these bags aren't quite as full. I'm trying to keep them so that they're in some sort of order, so I don't get confused. Famous last words. So yeah, a couple of jobs to do tomorrow, and then nothing this weekend. It's actually quite a quiet weekend, so I'm looking forward to that. I will probably pop over and go see my daughter and granddaughter on Saturday, which will then give me, like, because I didn't have my Sunday off this week because I had the granddaughter, so it will give me Sunday. I can get a fair bit of filming done. I also need to get a calendar sheet up in here, because at the minute I've got videos that are going up and I don't know where they're booked in for. I just need to bring my planner down here really, don't I? Oh, right at the last minute, bit of static. I was hoping that they were going to fit in 3 bottles, but obviously not, which is a bit of a pain because there isn't that many. I wonder how many I can get in this one, see if I can squeeze it into 3 bottles. And you know that's always dangerous, isn't it? Because if you overfill them, you tend to spill drills every time you pick it up. But it is such a small amount. Not going to be, I'm going to have to put them in a 4th. Never mind, eh? We tried. So it's been, yeah, it's been a good week, to be fair. It has been a good week. Ended up doing a clean in a salon last Friday, which was last minute, but this is what happens when you get new work. Sometimes you have to do extra jobs, and I was well happy with that. Sort of brought a little bit of extra money in, so we're doing all right. We're getting there. I think we'll be all right. So if I put 49 in there and then 52 in these ones, just so they're out the way and I don't get them mixed up with somebody else. Right, next colour. Oh, I just dropped the pot on the floor. Right, 317, not E17, 317, which is this one. I'm cooking tonight as well. We've been very, very good. So we had our last Gusto box last week. Me and my eldest sat and meal planned. Oh, are they going to fit in? If they fit into one bottle, that's going to make things so much easier. Yes, we sat a meal plan for the week. So I'm cooking tonight. I'm doing chicken curry, which means I need to go and remember to take the chicken out. But that's fine, I've got plenty of time. If my friend's not coming till 4, I'm not going to be able to start dinner till like 6 anyway, so. And to be honest, Jason doesn't finish work till 6 most of the time. So yeah, my turn to cook, which is alright. 939. Let's see how we go. Tomorrow night, Jason is cooking. He's doing burgers. He does a really good burger. Have to say, really good burger. He's going to have a look at a flat next weekend, not this weekend, the following weekend. And I'm a bit gutted because I am going to miss his cooking. He loves cooking, but he's got his eye on this little flat, and although it's a bit sooner than he envisioned, it is doable. You know, he could potentially have the money to get sorted. So yeah, it would be nice for him to have his own space because he's never had it. It would also be nice for us because it would mean we didn't have somebody sitting on our sleeping on our sofa, and it means we will use the family room more. 45 can go in there, and then we've got one more there. I hope the way that I'm kitting up is making sense. A little bit of static in this one. Yeah, a little bit static, so we'll just dump all of those on there. So yeah, nice quiet weekend. I now go food shopping on a Monday, mainly because beginning of the week it means that I know exactly how much pack up stuff I need for the boys, and also because my only other option would be to go food shopping on a Friday or a weekend. I am not doing weekend shopping. I fucking hate shopping. Excuse my language. Absolutely hate food shopping. Hate it even more when there's a billion bloody people around. So yeah, won't be doing that. Right, so where's number 4? We know that one's done, so that can go in there. Nice. I just took number 5 out. I'm just hoping that by moving these, yeah, by doing it this way, I can build the 2 trays up as I'm going, and I can get them all in together, which would be amazing. So nothing else really. You know, have a swig of my coffee. This may be in 2 parts. It won't be in 2 parts in that it will go up on 2 different times, but I may take a break in a minute because I have been filming solidly for a couple of hours now. Right, so 5 needs to go in, so let's move 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10, because I know I'm going to need at least 2 pots for 310 for oh, excuse me, coughing, sneezing, it's all going on. I probably won't keep an eye on Diamond Art Club releases now. I mean, sometimes I see them. I don't. Most of the time when I'm on Facebook now, it's actually for business purposes. I'm not really a big social media person, so. But I think I did see, obviously, the drop for this, for the Christmas, or one of the Christmas ones, the new pre-order ones. And that was why I think I got an email, and it just, I was sitting there scrolling and I saw the email come in and clicked on it straight away. So, you know, that might happen again. But not in a hurry. We will wait to get a little bit more cash in. There has been no improvement on Etsy. it is very slow. Maybe that's just telling me something. Maybe I just need to face the fact that it's not going particularly brilliantly. At the minute, I haven't actually got the time to worry about it, so not going to. And like sometimes, you know, I am one of those people that I do think I've got more hours in the day than I've actually got. And I'll sit there and go, yeah, I'm going to do that. I've got time. And actually, I haven't got the bloody time. So I don't know why I do it. I do it a lot. So, yeah. You know, it's like with the labels. I still haven't got them done. And I can't see that I'm going to have any time anytime soon. So I may have to bite the bullet and order from somewhere else. But that's fine. To be honest, I've got an awful lot of labels still I can reuse, so it's not the end of the world. But you know, I did have this thing. It's so much easier to do paper stuff. I definitely want to do the tracker. You know, I think my tracker is a good idea for those of us that don't necessarily want a massive, huge folder. What I'd really like to do is find a really nice folder that I can do, but actually the clear ones are quite nice. I like the fact that, you know, they've got a stopper on them. They've got like a closure. And you know, to be honest, they're quite cheap. And I can do more than one. I am loving, I have to say, I am loving the A5 display folder for my completed ones. Oh my god, it's so much easier. It looks so nice. Definitely going to get more of those. So I may, if I can source. Why have I put that there when it's number 51? Let's move that along. Oh, where's number 50? Let's do 51 can go up there because we've only got one of that. Yeah, if I can, I'd love to go down the route of doing the, you know, the inserts and the pages and all that sort of thing, because it's a nice easy print off for me. I am not. That is going in that bloody pot if it kills me. It's not going to. Which one? What colour was that? Oh my god, why have I just done that? Like literally, I've just thrown the bag away and I don't know what colour it is. 3760. Oh, you're an idiot. Absolute idiot. Right, so we have a colour that I don't know what it is because I stupidly... Okay. So this will be the mystery pot. Just having a look to see. I haven't even got the thing out, so I can't even see. Damn it. Right, I'm going to put that to one side. Don't do that. I don't advise doing that. Pick out the bloody pot that you need first. Like, anyone would think I've been doing this for like 3 weeks or something. I've been doing this for bloody years. How can I still get it so wrong? Oh, honestly. 934 must be over here somewhere. This is where it all goes tits up. 841 898 918 934 is that one. Let's see, have we got 2 bags of this? No, just one. Let's see if it will go in. So yeah, I like the idea of doing the journal pages, that sort of thing. I'm a real big, I love my planner. So that sort of thing, you know, the things that you can print out, the journal pages, that sort of, I love all of that. So I'd love to do more with that alongside the trays. I am going to be doing a print of this colour because I've had a couple of people ask for it. So I am going to do that. So that will be going up pretty soon. So let's put 934 there. Yeah, like I say, if people have an interest in a colour, I can just print them as and when. I don't have to keep a stock of them. I can just print them. They take a couple of hours. I can just do that at any point. So that's what I'm going to do. And yeah, so be it. But it's not great. Oh, that went in lovely. That went in lovely. Get rid of that. Right, I'm going to take a quick break and I'm going to make myself a fresh cup of coffee, and I will be back. Okay, just moved a couple of things around because I'm like that, you see. I'll take a break from filming and I'll just end up moving stuff. Oh, don't know how to stay still. That's my problem. And I honestly wouldn't say, I'm not like a complete clean freak, you know, I don't spend half my life cleaning or sorting stuff out, but I do struggle to just stop. I really do. 3857 isn't in that one, so it's going to be in this one. 3857, and we've just got one bag, so that's good. And this is where we're going, because I've done those big bags now. Actually, I haven't got that many, have I? Yay! So I might be able to work on getting some of these back in, which is nice. It's like if I come in here, and I've said it, I know I've said this before, so I do apologise for. If I come in this space and it's really, really untidy, I can't relax. I cannot sit here, and not even so much now because I've moved my desk, so I can't always see everything that's there, but it will play on my mind. I can't relax. It's got to be tidy because I can't deal with clutter. I just can't do it. I absolutely bloody hate it. So let's get those. Make sure they stay together. I'm just moving clear bottles out so that I can get these bits out of the way. So let's put that one in there. And like even just having all these bloody bottles out is stressing me out. 3760. Where are you? 3760. Am I losing my mind? 3, 7. Yes, I am. No, 3860. I'm looking for the wrong bloody thing. That's why. Oh my word. If I was any more dense. 3863, 3862. 3860. I'll get there. You wouldn't be watching, would you, unless it was entertaining. Big shout out to Katia. DM does diamond painting. I haven't been able to watch all your videos recently, but I have been going on there and giving them a like, etc. Please can I ask you to do also, if you do not follow Katia already, please go and give her a follow. It'd be lovely for her to get a few more subscribers. She's a bit erratic, not gonna lie. Like watching her videos gives me a twitch sometimes because completely different style to mine. But go and give her a follow. Number 66 can go there. What was that? Something just fell on the roof. 413. However, if I'm going to be stuck doing something, if I'm going to be stuck in this cabin doing something, then kitting up is my favourite thing to be bloody doing, honestly. It is like, you know, my dream job, kitting up. And I'm really good. I think I've got probably 7 or 8 kits kitted up. That's it. 7 or 8. Not even lying. 7 or 8. I think that's fabulous. Where are we going to put that one? Let's put that one down there. Number 10. 413. Where are you? 413. Right, it's over here somewhere then. Oh, I've got 2 bags. I've got 2 bags, that's why. Oh my word. I thought, what is going on? I got 2 bags of 413, even though they're small bags. I was like, where's that gone? What have I done with it? I have to say, the thing that is messing me up a little bit is my sleep pattern at the minute. Because I've got jobs that sometimes and not others at the minute. I am spending quite a bit of time at night not going to sleep when I probably should. Yeah, that's not working great. But I'm getting to the end of Walking Dead because I wanted to watch the one that was Negan and what's her name? Maggie. So I re-watched the whole of Walking Dead from the beginning just so that I can do that. So I'm nearly there. I'm on season 10 at the minute, so not too much further to go. 8:15, so that can go after 8:14 because I know where it is. Next, this is a beautiful colour. 3834. So 3834 is going to be over here somewhere. 38434. Gorgeous colour, like a plum, like a mix between a burgundy and a purple. Love it. I'd call that plum. Nice. I do love me purple tones, I've got to say. Pink, purple, blue. Love them. Right, 63. So that can go up. Because we know that 63 is going to be down here somewhere. So let's move these. Because that's 60. 61, 62, 63, 65, 66. Have we got any more 60s while I'm in there? Because this will go up to roughly 60. We shall see. It's an absolutely god-awful mess right now. 498. Now, have they done this at the end or at the beginning? At the end. 498. Said 498. That's fine. I can live with that. What a beautiful, beautiful fairy dust drill. And it's like I started this year so adamant that I knew what I was doing with this year, and I really don't. How have I got another? Is that a different one? Yes, it is. I thought for a minute I've got another colour of the same. Yeah, I had an idea of where I was going, and it's just gone. Not wrong, because it's just changed. You know, sometimes things just change, and at the minute I haven't got time to do all of the things that I wanted to do. It hasn't gone to plan, should we say. But it doesn't mean I won't pick it back up at some point. 597. There. Just wondering if it was in situ or not, in the right place. Means as I've moved everything around. I'm literally just chucking, that went horribly wrong. I'm literally just chucking this plastic into the plastic bag the drills came in. And the reason I do that, again, it's reusing, because it tapes up. I can squash all the bags into it and then tape it back up, and it takes up less room. You know, don't make your life more complicated than it needs to be. And like literally just pouring them in there, that static has gone. Absolutely just gone. So we'll pop that one in there. Oh, we've got another fairy dust, Z766. Oh, looking forward to doing this canvas. Really am. The other thing is like Halloween, okay? So like Halloween kits, I don't have to worry about because I already like that witches and all that anyway, so I can always find an alternative kit for Halloween. But things like Christmas and Easter, no. I don't even, like, I'm not even celebrating Christmas, do you know what I mean? Everybody else in the household is, but I don't, not as such. But yeah, I can always find, you know, a witch picture or something spooky to put up. We had, oh, Steampunk Cat Daddy up through most of October and November, which I love doing that kit. It was so good. Right, 35 can go back in there because I've got space. So I'm hoping as I get through these drills that I will start to get some space back. You know, they will start to fall into line. 3, 2, 1 is that one. And I have got some symbols that I haven't had before. I've got like a triple arrow. So I'd just call that feather. But yeah, there's a handful of symbols here that I've never had from Diamond Art Club. And I'm sure other people have. Do you know what I mean? 78. 75. Do that, but we'll see how this goes. It's no different really to when I'm doing Elizabeth Ward. I was quite surprised with the other kit because I thought that was going to have an absolute crap ton, 841, of drills, and it hasn't got as many shades as I thought it was going to have. So I think that one I should be able to do in Elizabeth Ward, so that will be good. That can go back, 37. But for now, just this one. Let's not get too far ahead, Sam, because you do not want to be in a position where you've got 40 billion kits kitted up. The other thing is as well, is because I don't have as many kitted up at the minute, the ones that I'm putting up for voting, I don't want to have to keep putting up the same pictures all the time, because that's boring for you guys as well. So it was like, okay, let me get this one done because I really want to do this one. And then what I might do is I might get you guys to choose which one I'm kitting up rather than which one I'm going to work on, because I'll work on any of them. I love them all. But I have got kits that need working. 3790. That's that one. So yeah, we'll see. Things change, like I said. You know. Things that I've changed over my diamond painting lifetime are just, there's so many things. And if you're new to diamond painting, you might be in that exact same boat. And it's not a bad thing to change your mind. Okay, so let's run through some of the things that I used to say I would never change and that I did. Right, let me just find this colour first though. 951, where are you? 951, any takers? There we go. Didn't see it for looking. So when I first started, oh, I'll never ever ever multi-place. I'm a single placer. True, I did say that. And do you know what? It took me a good handful of tries to get it. Once I got it, I literally started off with a 2-placer, And then when I could do that without making too many mistakes, I then went to a 3-placer and so on until we reached the point I'm at now. So here's what I do now. Now I either single place, or I have a 6 or 10 placer for round drill paintings, and I usually have a 10 placer for square drill. I've never felt the need to go above a 10. It works quite well for me, and it makes a very short work of kits. So yeah, that's where I am. I changed my mind because as I got better, as the kits I started buying, I am going to pour these. They are climbing up the side of the pot, so I'm going to pour these back onto that sheet and give them a tap because I don't want them climbing. We have no naughty climbing drills. We want you all static free in that pot. There we go, static gone. So yeah, that's one thing that I changed. What else did I say? Oh, I had a whole period where I wasn't going to do round diamond paintings. None at all. I was like, no, I prefer square. And I remember giving my mum an absolute crap ton of cheaper diamond paintings. Now, they were budget ones. They weren't Diamond Art Club ones. And then I changed my mind again. Because then I was like, but I don't want to miss out on some of these kits just because I don't want to do the round ones. And actually, for a good long time, I had a round drill and a square drill running at the same time, just because I like to have the choice. Right, we are now coming to drills that we have got a lot of singles for. None of these are going to be doubles. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take a minute to put these drills back in order. So 6, because I know I won't be going over a pot. 7, 8, 9, because I can get these in order, then it'll be neater. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. See, this is a nice easy one to do. Where's number 20? 20, 26. If I do it this way, I can quickly get them back in. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, and this is then going to make my kitting up a lot easier. 29, 30, 31, 32, oops, 33 is the 814, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41. I'm sorry that I'm just sitting here counting. I know it's not very exciting. 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, That's going to spill over, but that's fine. I can live with that because I know where that is. And then we've got, where's 50? 50, 51, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55. This is good because these are all going to be single bottles. 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, yummy, 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 67, 68, 69, 70 is that one, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81. There we go. So we are now in DMC order, and I can just now fly through and get these in. How wonderful. And worst case scenario, if I've missed one, like we don't know where this one goes. So now I've got to, I might have to move them up, but the majority are where they need to be, which is fabulous. So let's continue on. I'm just gonna pop my kettle back on. Okay, kettle is on, as you can probably hear. I love the fact it's right behind me. Absolutely love that. Right, so 600s we know are up here. And yeah, I think I'm definitely going to sort them cupboards out. Number one, I've got a bunch of stuff in boxes that I've just put in. You know what, like when you're sorting stuff out and you end up with this stuff, and it's stuff that you don't want to throw away, but you need somewhere just to bung it. And then what happens is 6 months down the line, you come across that stuff again and then you bung it because you know you're not going to use it. I've got stuff like that, so I need to get rid. And I've got a space now to pile all the boxes up so that they're out of the way. I don't want them taking up storage space in my dresser when I want to use that for blankets and stuff, because I need stuff in there just in case I end up sleeping out here. It's happened before, you know, you'll all remember, not last summer, the summer before, I was out here for like 3 weeks. It was just cooler to sleep out here than it was to sleep in the house. So yeah, I just slept out here. So I need to have that stuff, but I have got my kettle right behind me now, which is handy. Like literally I can get to everything. I've got my little fridge ready for when it gets warm that my mum brought me for Christmas. So I've got a little mini fridge. So don't you worry, I will bring in my yogurts and stuff down in the summer. I will fully sleep out here. That's just the way it is. And I love the fact that, you know, I can come down here to do work, because this is work of an essence. It's work I enjoy, but it's still work. And I can come down here and I can work for a while, and I haven't got to worry about going backwards and forwards to the house. It's only if I need the loo. That's a different matter. But yeah, it's a nice little setup. I do love having my peace and quiet. Sometimes the house just gets a bit loud and fractious for me. 6033. I have never had this many 6 0 numbers before. So this is lovely because I know that these are going to give me, you know, a few drills left over, hopefully. Number 73. But this is nice because until we get this other one in and I figure out what colour it is, idiot, we are set up to go basically. I just might need to move them up if I've got to make room, which I'm sure I will, but we shall see. Unfortunately, my head doesn't always work the right way, and that's when these problems come in. But they're all little bits now, so they're all like small amounts, bar that one pot. And the easiest way to continue is just to continue until I've only got one label left, and then it's that. So let's do that. Right, so 3782 is over here. There we go. And that one. So what other things did I say that I would never do? Oh, I used to use, right, so when I first started, I used the pink wax like everybody else, but I very quickly, A, found other people that were using glue dots, and then B, because at the same time I started multi-placing, I was like, oh, I prefer glue dots, but what I struggled with was I couldn't get them in the multi-placer, and that really hacked me off. There's also the fact that the glue dots depend on what glue dots you get. If you get, you know, a decent size glue dot, you're only going to need half that glue dot to put in the single placer. Whereas if you get mini glue dots, you might need to put a couple in, and I couldn't deal with that. It's like, well, it's just a faff. So somebody said to me, why don't you try, I don't even remember who it was, so I apologise if you're out there listening. Someone said to me, why don't you try double-sided tape? And then because I am that person that doesn't like waste, it's like, well, if I'm taking off this excess to get it to lay perfectly in that multi-placer, I might as well put the excess bit in the single placer. And that's how I did that. So I started off using wax, and now I've tried, I have used putty for a bit. I remember when Abby's, I think it was Abby's diamond putty, when she first started, I had some, absolutely loved it, but it still didn't last as long. And yeah, I'm all about spending as little as possible. I would rather spend the money on these fantastic quality diamond paintings than spend it buying putties or whatever. And double-sided tape, this is, I have had this roll forever. It is still going, so I very rarely have to buy it, and if I do have to buy it, I can get it very, very cheaply. You can go in the works and get 3 rolls for £1. Do you know what I mean? It's very, very cheap. So yeah, that's what I stick to. However, doesn't work very well. It does work with ABs, but I would then have to have a second pen and keep rotating them out, which is what I used to do. Now I just use the Twister stick pen for ABs. Works fabulously with that. That's the other thing, pens. Oh my god. 3771. Right, so when I first started diamond painting, just like you guys, plastic pen, plastic thingies, and then very quickly came across diamond painting pens on Amazon, brought a hell of a bunch. I've still got some somewhere. I apologise for coughing, that's what I've been left with. And then I went down the route of I wanted a heavy pen, so I had a little spate where I did heavy pens, and then I found metal multi-placers, which for me are much better because I am quite a hard presser. So I switched to metal multi-placers. I still use metal unless I'm using the twist and stick pen, in which case I use plastic ones. But I can't use plastic multi-placers, they don't last 2 minutes. So yeah, I remember spending like £25 on this beautiful pen, but it was so heavy it made my fingers ache. So then I switched again. I think the only thing that I have said that I would never do was never buy in the Paint Gen Minis or whatever. Number one, I just think they're quite a bit of money for what they are. Number two, I am not going to be giving these tiny little diamond paintings to anybody unless they're cards. And also, I would only be able to order the ones that were full drill coverage because I don't like partials. I can't deal with having two different texture formats. I just can't do it. What I will do, however, if you've seen any of my recent videos, is I will make my own mini diamond paintings using my own spare drills. I will do that because I can get the patterns for free. Doesn't cost me anything. I can either print graph paper and use double-sided tape, which I've already got, or I can use a pre-bought canvas that I'm cutting up to do little ones on. So the cost is negligible. Like the canvas that I bought for round drills, that canvas cost me something like £6, and I've still got some of it left. So I'd rather do that. It's the only thing I haven't budged on. The only other thing obviously is when I first started I did a lot of budget company diamond paintings, and then obviously got my first one 501 there, and I did quite a few, and I've got some that I absolutely love, but then I learnt about licensing, and that has become a big thing for me. I did do a few from other diamond painting companies and they were okay, you know, there's nothing wrong with them, but I got so used to doing Diamond Art Club that I now don't do anything else, and haven't done for quite a long time. You know, this hobby, this thing, I started doing for my mental health, and especially now because I gave up smoking 2 years ago, it is the only thing that I have. It's the only treat that I have. So I deserve the best, and it's as simple as that. Other women, you can buy your handbags, you can buy your shoes, you can buy Lego models, or you know, whatever it is that you have that's expensive. Maybe you click perfume. That shit ain't cheap, is it? Oh my word. But for me, this is it. Why should I skimp? Why should I not give myself the best? 3781. And the reason now that I don't need to buy unlicensed is because if I can't find what I want from the artist I want on Diamond Art Club, I may be able to find that artist on Heaven and Earth Designs. So in which case I'll just do a DIY DP. There are more than enough kits on Diamond Art Club and Heaven and Earth for me not to have to do a budget one now, so I don't. But I don't berate you if you do. It's not my cup of tea. It doesn't align for me, but I'm not going to sit there because I know people's budgets are people's budgets. So, you know, if that's what you do, you absolutely rock on. You can listen to me while you're doing it. No judgment. You do you. 3862. There. Oh, we're getting there now. A few more left. I've even got a packet. I've like literally just missed the whole pot then. That was the most rubbish attempt. Oh good God. Thank God for this trick. So thank God to all of you that I've seen doing this, because it is an absolute game changer. 775, which will be down here. So yes, that's going to be confusing, you know, because I've got a double feather there and there is now a triple feather. Yeah, I'm going to have to keep an eye out for that. Where's the triple feather? I just want to see if it's a similar colour. Because if it's a similar colour, I swear I saw a triple one. Am I going mad? Where did I see it? There we go. No, they're two different colours, look. So one's pointing one way, one's pointing the other. Yeah. I suppose when you get this amount of when you get like, I haven't poured drills out of a pack like that for ages. Yeah, when you get 81 colours, you're probably going to have to reach a bit more for symbols, aren't you? As long as they're dissimilar enough that I can figure out what they are. That's the main thing. 162, number 1, right at the beginning. And I do like the fact that Diamond Art Club have started reducing the size of their pockets as well, because the less plastic used, the better. Swig of me coffee. Right, quick break, guys, quick break. Like literally the break is just so I can get up and stretch my legs. I'm not gonna lie, my back's hurting now, but I have done quite a bit of filming. Z73865. Do hope I have some of these left over, because it'd be lovely to get some of those. Oh, how? Just did the drill flick. You know the drill flick? It's one of those things you think, how the bloody hell did I just do that? The answer is very easily, if you are me. See what I mean? Takes a lot of practice to get this clumsy. Do you know what I mean? I've had 53 years to get this right. Doing a cracking job. Okay, 3856. Bring that back in again. Thank you very much. The only thing I don't, this is the only thing I don't like about these little packs, is the way you have to hold them. They're not quite the same, are they? Maybe I should just take that corner off. Maybe I should try that. Don't know. As long as they come out and they get in, that's you know what I mean? Don't have any high expectations. 522, I love this green colour. This is beautiful. So let's try doing that across there and seeing if that is any better. Somewhat. You remember the little packets that you used to get in the budget paintings, the tiny little ones that just cut the end off and you had to hold it funny? Yeah, that's what it reminds me of. Okay, 471, but we are getting to the last string. It just seems to be taking forever. Probably one of my longer kitting ups, I guess. You know, you got to do what you got to do. And I'm sure some of you won't mind. I'm sure some of you are quite enjoying having the... It's quite nice that my eldest, the flat that he's found, it's just a little 1-bedroom flat, but it's in the next village up from us, which is quite sweet, because it means that, you know, he's never lived on his own, ever. He's always lived with someone. So whether that's a partner, his wife when he was married, us, do you know what I mean? He's always lived with someone. He's never been on his own. And I sort of said, at least if you're up the road, you know, if you had a couple of nights at home and you're starting to feel it, you can just let me know and pop round and you can have dinner with us. However, I am very proud of him. He has taken his time this time after the breakup to really find himself and to get over it. So I'm pleased. And I'm not going to lie, it has helped us massively having his board as well since we remortgaged. So I will miss him when he's gone. Oh look, there's way more. This is like, I do apologise. I didn't, when I started doing this, I honestly didn't think it would be this long. But you know, 3777 is that colour. Yeah, I didn't expect it to take this long, but you know, like I say, I will put a note at the beginning of the video just to say it's a long ass video. How about you watch it in parts? You could take a break just like I have. Watch some of it and then watch the rest the next day. 3830. Big shout out to my subscribers as well. I know I haven't given you anything special content wise. Pretty much you get the occasional video that goes up earlier, so thank you for sticking with me. I will get to a point where I can start focusing a bit more, and actually already I'm starting to get in a routine of when I've got my extra time, so that should be quite soon. Got a couple of ideas of special product, special stuff that you will get for free, so bear with me, I'm getting there. If you'd like to know what I'm talking about, I'm talking about my my special subscribers who pay a monthly fee. Helped out massively. You know, it's a very small amount of money, but it does help the channel so much. 356. Okay, so we're getting there. I will be finishing Empower before I start on this one. I'm not going to be working on 2 canvases because I'm quite enjoying having the same canvas and getting it done. Yeah, it's been quite nice because I can have a quick run of it then. I'm literally 1 canvas on the desk. I tend to do my filming. That was an abysmal fill. I tend to do my filming in batches. So if I'm doing 3 videos at the weekend, I will do the DIY DP one first, because once that is done, I can put that canvas away. Then I will do whatever prep video I'm doing, so for instance like this, and then I will do the whip videos, because then the canvas is out and I can just get on with it. So, and once that's done, I can then spend a bit of time just working on that. Today, I don't know, I don't even know what the time is now. I've been out here for a while now, so I don't know if I'll get a chance to do any today. This kitting up has took a bit longer than I thought. Also, I need to clear some videos by uploading them to make room to edit this one, because it's quite a long one. And I need to go in the house to do that because the signal isn't very good out here. So I do need to go back in at some point. I do have a little mini conversion on the go in the house, but sometimes I start doing it. I'm not in the mood for this. I really just want a big canvas. But it's also the hassle of, if I take the big canvas in the house, obviously I've got to move it off the table for when we eat and stuff, whereas if I've just got it on the desk out here, I can just come out whenever. So yeah, I might do that. I have been watching more TV recently than what I used to do. 3756. Never really used to watch a lot of TV until I went up to bed, but me and Ashley tend to watch stuff together. We're just finishing off last year's Maths UK. The Australian one will start soon if it hasn't started already. I don't know. We watched The Traitors, so we're caught up on that. Yeah, we're kind of in between having something to watch at the minute. Look at these silly tiny amounts. I mean, are they even worth putting in a bloody pot, really? 3740 is that one. And we were watching Alaskan Bush People. We obviously finished that. We were watching that with Jason. And we then started to watch another one, but it wasn't as good. They didn't have a bear running around. They didn't have an extreme. And if you haven't got an extreme person, then it's not as interesting. So yes, when it comes to mini diamond paintings, I suppose if they did some that were full drill, budget-y ones, I might be tempted. But yeah, not really for me. I'd rather do the big ones. I just keep the one in the house in case. So like today, if I do a section on the big one today, I've got to move it off this desk so I can do nails. So if I've got spare time, I might then go in the house and do the little one because it's quick to pick it up and put it away. But mostly, I like to relax by sorting stuff out. So although I've moved this room round and I'm moaning because I've got to put stuff away, I actually quite enjoy it. I've had a big clear out. I dumped some sets of drawers that I got off someone. Well, no, I haven't dumped them. Actually, they are big enough that they could be used as little bedside tables. So my son is going to have those and he's going to spray paint them. So what I had was I had a set of wicker drawers, and I got all of my paper stuff in there, so like for parcels and stuff, and for printed sheets and all that sort of stuff. But I don't really need that. I've got room in the dresser to do that. So as I've been organising stuff, I've realised that I haven't, you know, that I've got this space. And then I was moving round and I'd got those drawers and I had like a wooden block, like a wooden, what do you call them, worktop saver. So I had one of those balanced on top of my kettle and that was on it. But it was really bothering me because obviously Lila comes down here and it's like, it's not very safe. Is that the best use of the space? I then moved my spare drill storage into my drawers. Didn't like that. I then put the wicker drawers and then put the spare storage on top of that. Didn't like that either. So yeah, I decided to get rid of those, which means that my spare drill storage is now on that side. I have got a little unit that has now got my kettle and that on it, and it's worked out quite well. It's just a case of decluttering and putting stuff away properly instead of just putting it where you think it should go. And because I've got a sleeping bag and a blanket down here, I want them hidden out of the way because I don't want them getting nail stuff on or drills stuck in. There is nothing more uncomfortable than a bloody rogue drill stuck in your bed like I had last night. I literally sat there and my bum cheek was going numb, and trust me, that takes a lot. I've got a big bum, and when I went round to have a look, yeah, it was a bloody drill stuck in the cheek of my bum, not in between. That's just too much information. It was just stuck in the cheek of my bum. But anyway, yeah, I don't want drills getting on my blankets and stuff, so I need to sort that space out, which I'm going to do, I think, as soon as I've done this. I was going to get my canvas out, but I don't think there's much point because by the time I get this canvas done, this kitting up done, and I get sorted, I'm going to be running out of time. Thankfully, I do have my phone plugged in so that it is charging while I'm filming, because Lord knows I would have run out of charge by now. 452 is that one. I wonder what colour this one is. Is it 451? No, because that's that one. At least I'll be able to find out what the dodgy, the leftover colour is. I'm such an idiot, aren't I? Please do take that tip. Make sure that you pick up the bottle with the sticker on it before you open your bottles. It makes your life so much easier. 436. But yeah, nearly there. So of course, as I'm getting to the end of this kitting up, I will be back. You will be watching this video on Monday. There is always videos on a Monday, a Wednesday and a Friday. Mondays are prep videos, so kitting up, putting downs, unboxings, that sort of thing. Wednesdays are wow, whip on Wednesday, so they are always with the header wow before them and then the name of the kit, which is very useful if you're looking to see a kit that you might want to buy. So I do that. I always tag Diamond Art Club in that so that you can go straight to them. And then Friday is DIY DP Weekly. I will be prepping details soon for the event in May. 898. We're actually going away in April as well, so we're going away for Easter because I can now, because I work for myself, because I can turn around and say, oh, can I have a few days off in Easter? Yes, of course you can. I've got such a good boss. 898. So yes, we're going away at Easter in the caravan. I don't know where yet. We haven't decided. Nothing unusual in that. But I think we're going Friday, Good Friday to the following Friday. So I'm going to have a week away. So we'll be away for Easter. With a bit of luck, my lovely husband will take us somewhere where there's a pub and we can have a lovely roast dinner on Easter Day. 451. So this is where I'm going to do this on camera because I am sure you're all sitting there going, oh, what was the colour? What colour did you get wrong? What colour have you missed? I shall tell you in a second. Oh, not like literally whole video before I spilled the drills. Is that not just me all over? For God's sake. Right. So what colour are we missing? It's not 452. It's going to be a nudie colour, isn't it? So I do apologise if my head's in the way. I'm just having a look to see which pot's empty. Hang on. Not possible. I'm just going to pull this over here a minute. I'll just smack my head on the thing. 451. Hey, how have I not got, so it must be, I kid you not, ta-da, 3863. Right, so that one's okay. So luckily we only have to move these ones up. There was that moment while I'm like, I cannot find, I've got colours for all of them. No, you did not. So we need to move, because I've got a little pot, so we need to move all of these up one to make room, which is handy because that means that I don't then have to move all of them up. I would have done if I needed to, but thankfully it's just those few. So that one goes in there, that one goes in there. And then Sam goes off to find the bottle she dropped. Where are you? There we go. I've got a garden chair in the cabin. I need to get myself a little fold-in kitchen chair. Not a garden chair, a kitchen chair. So that I can prop it on the wall when I don't have a client in. Right, so that's both of those done. That is all the drills done. I am now going to pop these. So I'm going to pop that one. I'm going to put that one on top because it's got less in it, so it makes sense to take that one out and leave this one in the case. So when I'm working on it, I will literally take this section out and pop it on the desk and leave those in there. So that's that. I've got nothing to put in the thingy bit. And then what I'm going to do is I have got, this is what I use for the cards. So I pop one of these. So they're like little self-adhesive envelopes, I guess, for parcels. But they are perfect, and the storage cards fit. So it means, sorry, not the storage cards, the treasure quest cards. So I use those so that I know what's in what kit, and then when the kit is done, that will go back into my tracker. Couldn't get the words out then. So that is that. We have kitted up, resting before the journey. I will be working on this kit very soon. I'm going to pop this under my desk where I can find it. Thank you for joining me for this very long kitting up, but I loved every second of it. I always do. I will be back soon with another video. It is, as always, over and out from Miss Kitten Kitten.